Bingo Blitz rules.
If your bingo has ads in it,
That's not a bingo.
if it doesn't have the coolest tournaments, mini games, and the most breathtaking design,
Nope, not a bingo.
if your bingo moment makes you feel so excited that you just want to burst in joy and scream out loud, bingo! Sorry, so you're playing...
Bingo Blitz? Now that's a bingo. Discover a world of excitement with Bingo Blitz, the #1 free bingo game. Download Bingo Blitz and play for free.
Now that's a bingo.
Being a marketer's no sweat. You just have to manage dozens of channels, launch hundreds of campaigns, score thousands of leads, and okay, fine, it's a lot of sweat. Unless you have HubSpot's AI-powered marketing tools to help you do all that and more. Get started at HubSpot.com/marketers.
With something like 5 million podcasts, finding a really good one can take a ton of time. So let me recommend one. It's called Something You Should Know. I'm the host, Mike Carruthers, and in each episode, we discuss topics that can be really helpful, like how to read people better, the psychology of crowds, or fun things like the story of Legos, or why you probably wouldn't be here if it weren't for horses. Something You Should Know is the name of it, wherever you get your podcasts.
Hello, everybody. It's Tuesday. We told you we'd see you next Tuesday. And
here we are.
Here we are. We don't lie unless we do.
I was going to say, it's been a lie for the last few weeks because I have not been able to catch a break time-wise, and the episodes have been backlogged. But they're all up now.
And people should know that if we're the only podcast that you listen to, we are the most consistent. Like, even with this time period of ours, like the amount of people who like start a podcast and they're like, oh, it's going to be up a couple days late, like every single day, every single time they upload.
Yeah.
The only people that I give a full free pass to do that all the time is Lily and Jesse, because both of them are some of my closest friends. So I can text them and be like, tell me what you're talking about. Like, give me some insider tea. I want to hear about this. But also the setup of theirs is.
Oh, yeah. They do have a whole green screen situation, which makes the editing process and sending files. I can't imagine how big those fucking files are.
Well, and on top of that, like their podcast is
Topical.
I love them to death. It's best enjoyed visually because then they have so many assets that they put on it.
Yeah.
And like both of them edit. They edit like for their own stuff, but also both of them edit like professionally for other people. And so their caliber of like quality content that they'll put out is so much more than most people. So that's why theirs is intense. But yeah, that's just those are the only people who have a free pass.
Us and them.
Yeah. Because
Great.
I just believe that my friends, we have different rules for us.
That makes sense to me.
I think that's fair.
Yeah. You make your own rules for your own friends.
Exactly. Without a doubt. So welcome to See You Next Tuesday, where we chat shit, talk shit. What's up with you?
Well, first I want to say, if you are joining us for the first time, don't go to the episode that came out yesterday or one that came out on Thursdays. The Tuesday and Friday episodes are for people that consistently listen to the podcast. Unless you just want to listen judge-free. But this isn't structured. This is just us chatting. So what's up with me? Let's see. Since we last spoke, I went to Vegas.
Yeah. And then you came back from Vegas.
And I came back from Vegas within 24 hours. My plane was delayed twice due to one, they lost. I don't know how this happened, but they lost a fuel truck. Like one of the little vehicles that drives around with gasoline was missing.
Cute.
Yeah. So then we finally took off, but that's 40-minute flight at tops. So
yeah,
it was
it's
fine.
Always delayed. Like they just like it reminds me of the San Francisco flight where they're just like, you're fine. Like this flight is so fucking short. Like you'll be okay. We're gonna delay you. We've got other shit to do. I'm taking a long lunch.
Yeah. And I went at the flight going there was so easy, and there was like maybe 10 people on the plane, maybe.
Nice.
But coming back it was packed. I was like, okay, whatever. But I had a good time with our manager, Kendall, and one of the actresses from the podcast that they were nominated for. I was just there to be hot. So
And you succeeded at your task.
thank
You
you.
looked great.
I didn't even get good pictures though. Like it was just, we were doing
Did
a lot
Kendall
of
take
moving.
them?
No, we
Oh.
were just kind of moving and didn't do anything. My dress was backless. I didn't even get a picture of it. I'll have to do another one. Anyway, so that was Tuesday, Monday? I don't know. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah. I met one of the coolest people that I have ever met in my life. She is a wonderful person, and this woman commands a room.
Wait,
like
you went to it?
Yeah. She and I have become fast friends.
Okay, girly pop.
She commands a room more than anybody that I have ever seen in my life. When I came in and said that I was a guest of her, the people that worked there literally stood a little taller.
They stood
and
to
I'm
attention.
and I'm not exaggerating. Like they stood, took the menus, tapped on the thing, and they said, okay, we will wait for her. And they just it was 2 more people came from the back. And so it was 4 people total just standing there waiting for her arrival. We go sit at the table and she's like, I need to sit with my back this way because I don't want people to know that I'm here because we'll never we'll never talk.
Oh my God.
And then she shows me around the place, which is breathtaking. And then we sit back, but everybody knows who the fuck she is. Her sitting down didn't have anything. I literally see someone who I know is famous, but I cannot place them. And
I'm great at that if you need help.
Yes. I don't know, but I saw her pointing at the person I was with and was whispering to the staff or whatever. And then she eventually came over and it was just nonstop people just coming. But also I now know the definition of what social butterfly is because the way this woman flitted around like an actual butterfly.
Wow.
Was incredible. And then after that, we went to a piercing party.
Oh my
She was
God.
we chatted some more. And then she was like, I have this friend that's having this piercing party. Do you want to go? And I was like, okay, I'm here for the fucking experience. So
for the plot, for the story. Yeah. Come on.
So we go, and everybody there is just so cool. She gets a piercing. I'm of course not fucking with any needles, especially around all these people.
On the first time you want her to think you want her to think that you're cool.
Yeah. I was like, I'll record a video of you getting it, which I did. And so we're again meeting up tomorrow. Yeah, so that was my Thursday.
That's fantastic.
And then I've just been exhausted because I haven't caught up on work from missing that day and then being gone for half the day that day.
Well, honestly,
I'm playing
you're
catch up,
living
but it
a
was
fanfic dream. This is oh, and then she whisks me away here. And
yeah, but
wow.
it's all networking too, so it goes into work, but my deadline things I'm just kind of behind on. And I'm tired. I'm very tired, but I'm feeling good about life right now for the most part.
That's very good.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm that's so exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, you've had such a time.
Yeah, it's been a real whirlwind of a week.
It's Holly weird, baby.
Yeah.
Wow.
How are you?
I'm okay. Mine is so my
What was your Saturday? Didn't you say it was a Saturday? It wasn't, or was it Sunday? You have posted something on Instagram about it not feeling like a weekend.
Yeah, the whole weekend felt weird. We didn't record but am I wrong last week because I had some mouth issues and I'm not entirely sure what they're I think it was a accumulation of things. So it was really cold. It's definitely warming up a bit. And I think I got some of the chilblains, the things that I get on my hands, my feet, on my lips. And then I think because they swelled, they were rubbing against my teeth. But essentially my lips were super swollen, and the entire like inside lining of like both of my lips was just like raw red blisters, horrible. So talking was like ridiculously painful.
Mhm.
And the weekend I was like finally starting to come out of it. Like I would say today is the best day it's been. I still have a couple of them, but like this weekend and Thursday, Friday, I couldn't rub my lips together. Like I was like, I felt like I had gotten like fat fucking lip injections because like I could, because they were so like, they were just essentially these like long kind of cut blisters on both. And I couldn't get my teeth over my teeth to rub my lips together. And I had my water bottle has a plastic straw, and like there's part of a plastic straw that has like a little like kind of like not totally smooth. And so I think that was it was just like a whole mess. So I had a weird like start to the weekend because it just felt like it didn't start. Like it was just like I'm waiting for things and then I'm like not feeling better. And then I was like, this is awful. This sucks. But on Sunday, we hung out with our nephew and we hadn't seen him in a while because he got a cold and
He's a toddler, so
he's a toddler.
Running sickness.
Exactly. So we went over there to go see him. And first of all, he was waiting at the door, waving. And I was like, big win for us because like, you know, he's 3. He's very much like, like, you know, you can try to impress me. And it's like, oh my gosh. And I'm still like coasting.
That's how my 3-year-old is too.
Exactly. And like, I'm still coasting on the fact that like when he was a baby, when we were in the mountains, when he was like a baby, I came downstairs and he saw me and he like screamed. He was so excited. Like I'm still riding that high. I have not gotten a win like this in a while. And so he's waving and it was like, okay, we're going into this strong. This is awesome. We go on his scooter. He, you know, takes off. And my favorite thing he does is he like pumps it up with like, you know, gets some momentum. And then he like pops his little foot, like Prince, like Mia Thermopolis in the Princess Diaries. I'm like, you're so fucking cute. And then we like were reading, we were playing, doing all of that stuff. And then when we were leaving, we were like, okay, like, you know, like we love you. Thanks for playing with us. And he goes, could you come back tomorrow to play? And I was like, oh my God, we have officially made it. Then Matsu's mom texted me that night and was like, I heard you guys had a great time playing with him. We had our like nightly phone call and he like couldn't wait to tell us about it. He had like such a fun time with both of you. So that was a massive win. And then we saw our neighbors doing more yard work and Mats was like, oh, rubbing it in our faces. And then I was like, we were like bragging to them. And I was like, yeah, he was so excited to see us. We had so much fun. And I was wearing like overalls and like Converse and a bandana. And they were like, you're really dressing the part. And I was like, yeah, that's like, I really do.
Yeah.
So that was really fun. And yeah, I'm like planning on being productive this week and hopefully learning how to make espresso at home so I can have more caffeine. I'm implementing more caffeine into my life.
Are you getting a machine? Like a proper espresso machine?
No.
Okay.
That's expensive and I don't know how much I'm going to like it.
Got it.
You know?
Yeah.
That also takes up a lot of fucking counter space, which we currently do not have.
That's true.
But
do you drink espressos?
I don't drink espresso, but that's what lattes are.
With milk though.
Well, yeah.
So I don't understand. Are you doing espresso like a latte or you just want straight espressos?
No. I want espresso in a latte. Like I want more caffeine.
Got it.
Because right now I have coffee and I add a ton of milk and it's just not enough caffeine. And remember when I was there, the last time we recorded, I was like, oh, I've been having coffee bean because we were out of coffee. And I was like, oh, I'm so tired. But then I had the real coffee that day. And I told Mats and I was like, I feel very different. Our coffee's definitely not as strong. And he goes, oh yeah, so we should stop getting coffee bean. It was too strong. And I go, no, I know I said that the days we were drinking it, that I was like, this is too strong. And now I'm like, no, I miss that. Like, that's the kind of energy.
Espressos are very strong though.
Yeah, that's what a latte. I'm not going to have a shot. My stomach could not handle that. I would vomit immediately.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's what my plan for this weekend is.
So how are you going to make it at home?
I'm going to first try out instant espresso, which people say flavor-wise is not good because it's not nearly as flavorful as like the real ground and pulled espresso. I'm like,
yeah,
great.
that's why I'm just asking because as someone
a barista.
Not a barista, a coffee engineer, if you will, because I never like worked at a barista bar. We had a coffee company where we did the beans, like roasted the beans and stuff. So I wasn't a barista.
Coffee beanery? As a beanery artist? Like, because I think, isn't it called a beanery when you make...
Yeah, but I worked in the office, but yes.
Oh.
No, I did help with, when the company first started, I did help with packaging and stuff. But yeah, it's called something. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Yeah, but I did help with the packaging before. There was it was pretty cool because it was like the 3 people that started it and their wives and then like me. And we would just be packaging the beans. And then the company grew to where
And now it's Starbucks.
No, it's Blue Bottle. It's legit.
I not know that?
It got bought by Blue Bottle.
Wow.
Yeah.
You got to tell Kyle that. Kyle will love.
Don't put it on Starbucks. It's Blue Bottle. Higher quality.
Wow. Yeah. So that was that's my plans. We've also we watched a new Michael B. Jordan movie. Creed? I don't even know what it was called. No.
Creed?
No. No, it was another one. And Mons was like, let's watch this. This looks good. And I was like,
is it the one on Amazon Prime?
Yeah. And then I also haven't done it yet, but I ordered and they arrived yesterday. Mons was like, what the fuck are these heavy boxes? I got like tiles, like peel and stick floor tiles to replace our kitchen ones for the interim. And it's going to be really cute, but it is math and measuring. So I've decided to do all of the things that don't require math and measuring first. And then I bought a good number of extra.
Oh, I was going to say, are you going to hire a TaskRabbit?
No.
Okay.
You know, Mats is going to be working from home for a good chunk of this week. So he will hopefully be there too.
The hours that he would be commuting, he can help with the project.
Like, or even just like, so like a supervising there during his lunch. And I can be like, does this look right?
Yeah.
So, well, what I was going to tell you is something that I hope by the time that this comes out is null and void.
Okay.
But Law Roach posted that he's retiring from styling.
Who?
Zendaya's stylist.
Oh.
Hunter Schafer has been styling, also styled, God, what the fuck is her name? The Steve Jobs daughter for the Vanity Fair Oscar party, which I was like, imagine hiring Zendaya's stylist to style you for an Oscar, like an after party. Like that's what Nepo babies should be doing with their nepotism. Like that's what I want to see. But like, yeah, he's responsible for some of like the most like Zendaya's whole fashion career. But he still is not getting invited front row to fashion shows like over and over and over again after all these years.
Is that why he's retiring?
That's what the speculation is. But I'm wondering if it's like, okay, so are you retiring in the sense that like sometimes hairstylists retire, quote unquote, and they're not accepting any new clients, and like you'll have like one person whose hair you still do, and does that mean you'll still style Zendaya? But then everybody's like, what the fuck is Zendaya going to be wearing to the Met Gala this year? Like, what's going to happen? So I thought you would care. You have no idea.
I have no clue who that is.
That's wild.
If you would have told me like Quinta's stylist, I would have been like, what? Because I'm like, one day I will be famous and I want someone who knows how to style someone that is the same height and built as me. So I need...
No, people were saying like, fuck actors on actors. We need Zendaya and Quinta's stylist in a room together just talking about how they do what they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the two on top of their, like the most on top of their game right now. And so...
I mean, Zendaya's body style is closer to yours. And so like...
So we both would have been set.
That's what I'm saying. Like it makes like I appreciate Zendaya's style, but I can't relate, you know?
No, that's true. How tall's Kerry Washington? Because he's also...
She's just like 5'4", maybe 5'3".
No, but you and Quinta...
Yeah, are like the
from behind. You're like, this is... I like, there's no way that you're maybe a half an inch difference, if that. There's no... You guys are like the exact same height, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I think I've been in the same... I kick myself every day now for not speaking to her. But we did like the black person, hey, like I see you, you see me, but we were across the room 2 or 3 times. and I kick myself every day because I was a fan of her, so I didn't want to go over and say something stupid, but I think I would have been okay. But
I think
I
you would
didn't
have.
do
Here's
it.
the thing. Remember the last time that I went up to someone on BuzzFeed who I was a fan of, it was Gabriel and Allison.
Mhm.
And look where that ended us up.
Yeah.
I would, and by the way, I was not cool. I was incredibly weird. And they were like, hey, you want to come over and like film something at at Allison's apartment next week? And I was like, yeah, amazing. Like, just know that even if you're incredibly weird and a little too hard, still worked out for me.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, even with Allison, I watched their videos, but like, and I thought they were cool, but I wouldn't say like fan. I was like more like I could be their friend type thing. And Allison and I worked in the same studio and would see each other in the break room. And I would like try to hold a conversation with her. And now I tease her about it because she just has a terrible memory as it is. But she's like, and I was like, I was trying to be your friend. And she was like, I don't remember. And I didn't, she's like, I never think people want to be my friend, which is kind of similar to what she said to you.
Yeah.
And so she's like, I just didn't pick up on it. And I was like, well, here we are now. You're one of my closest friends. So it all worked out in the end.
They really were the highlights of BuzzFeed. Like as soon as they left, like when they were like, oh yeah, like as soon as they left, I was like, I'm so happy. Like I literally was turning into like an agent. I was like, you are both stars. You're going to be a star. I see a break in Hollywood. So that was my vibe. But yeah, that was what I wanted to tell you.
So this was actually, I mean, the thing is, I posted this on Sunday, but if you look in your feed, it shows that it was from a couple weeks ago because
we have a mole.
Yeah. Somebody is listening to the podcast because I posted this on Sunday, the episode that is See You Next Tuesday, where we're talking about Nepo babies and scandal. And then we talked about, and I was like, that he's one of our favorite Nepo babies. And Meghan was like, who? And I was like, he's the G in MGM. I say that exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And yesterday, I get on Twitter and I see someone post that. And then I see, and when I say yesterday, I mean like the Monday after when the episode goes up. And then I see 2 other TikToks explaining the exact same thing. And I just want to say, whoever is now going around after I spoke about it, and it's just a coincidence, just let me know who you are. I'm just curious of how it because I mean, it's not a secret in any type of way, but nobody really talks about him being a Nepo baby and using the exact phrasing that I used.
And the timing is just a little suspicious.
Yeah.
And I just want to know, is your name Rachel? Like, do we have a Rachel in the mix? And I'm like, so, and like, Melisa
I'm
sent
fine
me
with
this.
it. I'm just like, I just think it's funny. Like,
No, I
and
know.
I just want to know who did it.
And also, like, give us a little shout out. Like, when we see things on TikTok, we shout them out on the podcast.
We do.
I'm like, you saw something and then you talked about it on TikTok, give us a little shout out.
Right.
But like, this is not in your head either, because like, after it came out, I was like, you sent me this yesterday. I was like, Melisa, my entire fucking goddamn Twitter feed and TikTok have been like, did you know? And I'm like, okay, well, no, I didn't know until Melisa told me, and we just talked about it. And so like, why is this now a moment? And then someone posted like that he did the voice of animated Tarzan, and they're like, this is Fitz from Scandal. And I was like, and then it was like, and you know what? He's the G in MGM. And I'm like, you fucks. It's like, first of all, I'm watching Scandal right now. Nobody else in the world is watching Scandal right now.
But everybody's watching Scandal right now.
Right? And
which is wild.
What is, like, Melisa, maybe maybe it's because I said Mats and I are starting Scandal, and now everybody's starting Scandal. Like, we're legitimately the real influencers, but somehow through all of this,
we're
talking about Shonda and talking about Nepo babies, we're not receiving any nepotism, nor has Shonda reached out personally. Like, come on.
But Kiki has reached out, so I just feel like it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And also, Quinta liked our Halloween picture, so like, some of the things that we're talking about are happening, but
pacing.
It's the pacing of it. You know, I know
just,
you're not a God-fearing woman, but
no, because I don't even know what that means.
Because you don't know God.
I don't.
In the Christian community, we say, in the Black Christian community, I should be more specific. He may not come when you want him, but he's always right on time.
That is so fucking ominous. Wait, so what does it mean to be God? So do you fear God? Or is it a different meaning?
It's a different meaning. It's more like respect. That's just how it got translated.
Yeah, because I was like, as far as I know, you're supposed to be afraid of the devil. And like God is supposed to be
No,
like
you're
a
not supposed
warm
to be
hug.
afraid of the devil. You're supposed to like know that the devil is evil. Like look him straight in the eye and be like, devil, get thee behind.
Okay. So like you can be afraid on the inside, but not the outside.
But there's no reason that you should be afraid, because if God is with you, then who can be against you?
But what are exorcisms about then? Isn't that because
that's just like getting, if you're like a demon out. A demon is separate.
A demon's not the devil.
No.
The devil
is part. No, the devil is actually quote unquote was an angel that was trying to take over for God. And he was like, if you want to rule something, you can go rule the underworld. And so that's what the devil is.
Wait, so like Loki from Marvel.
Okay. Yes.
Oh. So that's the Greek mythology part in the okay.
Mm-hmm.
Look at me. Relating
understanding.
I was like, I can get Marvel for sure.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't allowed to watch VeggieTales. So I think I would understand a lot of this more if I watched VeggieTales. Because they would tell it in a story in a way that like
VeggieTales is mad annoying though.
I
also I was a little older when it came out, so it might have just been annoying because I was like,
you're like, I'm too old for these talking
I'm 9,
vegetables.
You know?
Telling me like
I'm not 3, I'm 9.
Yeah, you don't need a moral story from a talking broccoli.
Right.
You're like, I'm good. I wipe my own ass.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else we should touch on, or shall that be it?
That can be it.
Okay. Well, we hope you enjoyed this. See you next Tuesday. And guess what?
We'll see you next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday. Ay.
Was that old girl from Mean Girls falling back when having people catch her?
I don't have as much
Janice?
energy, so I went ay instead of ay.
But then you did it.
No, I know. I just did it with a lethargic.
Yeah.
It would have been more of like I wouldn't have jumped back into the crowd. I would have
just been like fall and catch me.
Yeah, I would have just like slowly relaxed my body. Yeah, I would have melted into the crowd.
What's up, everyone? It's Noah Daniels.
Hey, y'all. I'm JJ.
Hey, guys. It's Kat.
And we're your hosts of the Real Hauntings podcast, where we bring on guests who share their first-hand encounter ghost stories and supernatural experiences. Now on to the trailer.
I've been warned to not tell this story, but I think because of the way it ends, it's okay to tell this story, because some people say that with certain entities, to like speak of them or talk about them or in any way like portray them as powerful will attract them to other people. The creepiest thing about it to me is a lot of times it would wait for me to notice it. Like it would just lay its arm out like this, and then I'd be like, where is it? Where is it? And then I'd see it, and then it would just slither back.
For more information on the Real Hauntings, Real Ghost Stories podcast, make sure you check out real.fm to learn more about our podcast and many other amazing podcasts.
Contained herein are the heresies of Radolf Buntwine, erstwhile monk turned traveling medical investigator. Join me as I study the secrets of the divine plagues and uncover the blasphemous truth that ours is not a loving God, and we are not its favored children. The heresies of Radolf Buntwine, wherever podcasts are available.
Merry Christmas, everybody. My name is Eric Peterson. I'm here with my good buddy,
Danny Jordan.
and we are the co-hosts of the Let me try that again. Merry Christmas, everybody. My name's Eric Peterson. I'm here with my good buddy,
Danny Jordan.
And we are the hosts of Christmas Countdown Show.
We're so thrilled to be bringing the merriment to you all this holiday season.
It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be massively merry,
Oh, yeah.
gigantically jolly, fantastically festive, as some people might say, Eric. We are all about alliterations, and we are all about Christmas spirit. On Christmas Countdown, we love to count down our top 10 favorite things related to the holiday season. That could be food, movies, music, everything that we all love about this massively merry good time. So wherever you get your podcasts, make sure you click that subscribe button. Eric, are you ready?
I am ready, and we hope that you are too. Merry Christmas, everybody. Let's go. It should be like, let's go, ho, ho, ho.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah.